Cool.
Hello everybody, my name is Adam Cleary. How many of you have heard of therapeutic writing? Okay. I expected most of you in this group to know, just because you guys helped me with my Eagle project at Prancing Horse, but I wanted to ask the question anyway, because a lot of people have never heard of it. And that's a little bit of a shame, because this type of therapy helps in so many ways. When I first met Miss Lewis, who works at Prancing Horse Therapeutic Writing Center, she told me a story of one of their clients. He had Down syndrome and he wasn't able to walk very well. After spending some time at Prancing Horse, he had a stronger sense of confidence and his core strength had built up fantastically. His mother actually came back to the center and told them that he was now able to run, and she had seen him playing soccer with some other friends. Before this, he felt excluded, and he wasn't confident in himself. And that's just one of the many examples of what this type of therapy is able to do. But as I inform you about Prancing Horse, I ask that you keep in mind how valuable that this therapy is for most people. But before I go into what Prancing Horse is, let me explain what therapeutic riding is. Therapeutic riding is a form of therapy that places a client onto a horse with an appropriate amount of support staff on any given side of the horse. And it helps the rider in multiple different ways. The support staff, for example, at Prancing Horse, what they do is they will have someone leading the horse in front, and they will have either one person on one side or one person on either side, depending on how comfortable the rider needs to be, to make sure that the rider doesn't fall off. Of course, they don't have this happen because of the support staff, but it's just a precaution. According to Prancing Horse's website, it not only teaches clients how to ride a horse, but it also improves physical, social, and emotional skills. Like with my example earlier, that client went from barely being able to walk to being able to run and play soccer and play other sports. He went from feeling excluded to feeling included onto a soccer team and feeling able to go out and make friends. In specific, benefits include developing and improving strength, flexibility, coordination, confidence, and coping skills. And this is stated by Hearts and Horses. They actually put research into figuring out exactly what therapeutic riding does for its riders, so it has a suitable source for people to research after. And while there are many organizations that offer therapeutic riding, Prancing Horse is the main one found in Moore County. I'd like to explain a little bit about how Prancing Horse itself operates. As they're a nonprofit, the majority of their income comes from donations or from their tax shop, A Bit Used, if any of you guys have heard of that. It's where they take in donations of used horse gear and they sell it back to the community. Because of this, they're able to offer cheap prices, such as $20 for a half-hour session, or $30 for a full hour. And if this sounds low for a therapy session, it's because it really is. They are competing against prices that range in the triple digits. And the majority of their staff are volunteers. Even up at A Bit Used, the shop, they're all volunteers. No one gets paid to stand behind the desk. Even if there are no customers that day, they're just spending their time there and volunteering for the cause. There are lots of benefits to therapeutic riding, and many of these can be found at Prancing Horse itself. For example, Prancing Horse has a wide variety of different opportunities for its riders, some of which have been reported by local news companies, such as the Seven Lakes Insider. What the Seven Lakes Insider said is that there are many programs for those with special needs, including, but not limited to, those with Down syndrome, autism, and developmental delays. They also have recently developed a program that helps veterans who are suffering from PTSD. They help all ages. And as of 2017, Prancing Horse had helped over 100 people each season, and their numbers have only grown from there. In their programs, they have a multitude of tasks for their riders to complete, ranging from commanding the horse, like just simple things as in backing up the horse or galloping forward, or just trotting, all the way to, of course, the sensory trust trail that we had built out there. Also, while the numbers vary from time to time, the organization typically has around dozen horses, and that's so that they are able to fit each rider with the right horse that makes them feel comfortable. Of course, this is just a quick outline of what Prancing Horse has to offer, and it's far from their complete list. Overall, while sometimes overlooked, therapeutic riding is very helpful to many people. In our area, Prancing Horse is the main therapeutic riding center, and it lives off of donations. After everything that I've explained and all the benefits that therapeutic riding has to offer, I highly encourage you to consider donating to this amazing cause. Are there any questions? If there are no questions, I would like to say thank you, and I hope that you keep Prancing Horse in your life.